Are you struggling getting AI to generate compelling images for your articles or blog? Then this is the episode for you. We've got some great tips on image generation and some secret sauce. This is AI. So, welcome to the channel again. My name's Pete Weir.
And my name's John Prideaux.
So, what are we planning to do today, John?
Do you know, a little while ago, we were looking at creating pictures to go along with our articles.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And I thought, why not just get AI to produce a picture based on the article itself? So I don't have to tell it what to produce. I'll just give it the article, say, I want a picture to promote this, please.
Okay, John. So, you've got a process, have you?
Yeah, well, fairly straightforward. My initial process is going to be write an article. I'll give it to a large language model and ask it for an image prompt. And then I'll give that prompt to an image creating tool, see what we get.
Okay.
So that's what I've been trying. First thing I did, so we had an article about experimentation.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
The text sort of went along the lines of everyone's talking about it, but few people are doing it. So the first thing I thought was I could get something like ChatGPT or Copilot to produce a prompt for me. And then I can use that prompt in something like Leonardo, a picture generation tool that I think is quite good. So that's what I did. The first pictures you can see here is what it came up with.
Oh, yes.
And they're a bit, not really the sort of thing I'd want to put with my article. You can see the prompt that Copilot produced. Create a vibrant and dynamic graphic that highlights the theme of experimentation. This all sounds good, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Use bold colours and modern design. Yeah, okay. And include imagery that represents innovation, etc., etc. But then it says, add the title experimentation and a subtitle.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's gone wrong, isn't it? If you took that off and potentially added that with something like Photoshop, you'd probably get a much, much better, clearer picture.
Yeah. But then I'm sort of getting back, well, I might as well create the picture myself.
Absolutely. Might as well do it yourself. Yeah.
These are the best pictures, actually, I put up here. There were others where it misspelt experimentation.
Yes.
And it got the word business incorrect. And it's also put some weird sort of Latin text on some of them. So that was strange.
Well, you've got modern business there as well.
Modern Odin. Oh, you have there. Yeah. So that's a bit odd. That was the prompt that Copilot came up with. Maybe ChatGPT will come up with a better prompt. That's bound to be better. This is what ChatGPT came up with. Design a sleek, professional graphic to promote an article on experimentation in the business world. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The graphic should feature a modern, minimalist design with sophisticated color palette, e.g., note, dark blues, greys, and golden accents. Well, the pictures it came up with there, it's got no blue on it. It's got a bit of gold. This went a little bit weird. Lots of text, lots of things that went wrong, and really pretty boring.
It is quite boring, isn't it? It's very corporate.
Yeah. So all this talk, which sounds great, and you think, yeah, that's the kind of thing I want. That saves me having to come up with that prompt.
It feels like it's got itself a bit mixed up here, and it's made a picture of lots of things, and they don't really fit together, and it's sort of ended up like a PowerPoint slide.
Yeah. I thought about what are the other options. A little bit of a workflow was developing.
What was the next one you tried?
So the next one I tried, I'll just give the large language model or the tool like Copilot the article text and get it to just create the picture.
Okay.
So I'm not going to ask it for a prompt.
Okay.
I just gave the text to Copilot and just said, give me a picture. So no prompting. Here's the text. It's a nice picture.
Yeah.
This was a different article. And it was about getting a new design for our website and using avatars instead of pictures of ourselves. It sort of relates.
Does it?
So it talks about that. You talk about photo leap, how you use different things. And I think you mentioned I've done some Barbie and Ken effects, but we decided not to go with those.
Because they were too embarrassing.
It's colourful. It's a design.
Quite abstract though, isn't it?
Maybe if you were promoting painting, yeah. This would be the sort of picture that might work. So sort of nice, but a little bit too abstract.
Again, it feels like you've given it so much it's got itself confused.
Yeah, too many things here. I'll just give you something a bit generic. So then the other one was just a short piece on the experimentation article. So this was just the first few words. So this is the same bit that I used to do the prompt. And this I kind of liked because it's got that feeling of scientific experimentation. There's a guy in the middle with 3 legs.
Yes.
So that's very experimental.
It is very experimental.
I think if that third leg wasn't there, that would probably be quite a good picture.
Actually, yeah, I'm not sure which 2 legs would work best, but let's leave that for now.
Yeah. This was a bit better, actually.
It's still got that I know that's AI generated blue tinge.
It has, hasn't it? Whereas if you go to the pictures that we created for Jim the accountant, we had a completely different style, but that's because we told it the style.
Yeah, it didn't look AI generated, actually, did it?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll put a link to Jim's video above so people can go and have a look and compare it.
Yeah. But again, it means I'm having to do quite a lot of the thinking and telling.
Yeah.
I could just go and find a picture somewhere.
It's needing a lot of support from you, isn't it?
It is. It is.
That was getting better, wasn't it? So what do you think we could do next?
Well, I thought it needed to be a little bit more focused because there's a lot in that article, and I think the AI was getting a little bit confused. So I decided to extract a sentence. So I write an article, extract a key sentence,
Right.
give that to an image creation tool, see what that came up with.
Okay.
So I said, can you create a cartoon style picture that helps to depict this sentence? So the sentence is, we decided to experiment with AI tools when recently refreshing our website to see how far we could push AI to create a compelling and coordinated web presence.
Right.
And this is the picture it came up with, which is getting better, I think. It's less confused.
I quite like that one, actually. That's looking quite neat, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got a computer, you've got somebody looking like they might be doing some design. It's a sort of creative feel to it, flower pot, cup of coffee.
I'm feeling him drawn into the picture because he's presenting to me.
I could see that on our LinkedIn above our article. I think that would work.
Yeah, nice. So you've got to have one more.
Well, the final one was I'm going to decide what the key hook message or hook picture that I want, which might be just a tiny little bit of the article, and I'll just write the prompt myself, give that to an image creation tool. In that article, there's a strong hook, the Barbie doll. I thought that's a good image. If we could just pick that out, forget all the stuff we're trying to say in the article.
Yeah.
There's that little reference to Barbie and Ken, which is going to be eye-catching.
Yeah.
So the final thing I did was just write a prompt for that hook.
Oh, that's great. That's very specific. I love the studio and the look of it. So you've come up with the hook yourself.
I wrote that prompt, yeah. Can you create an image of two avatars that have been given a Barbie and Ken makeover, talking with each other in a television news studio?
That's cool. I do like that.
I mean, it looks like Barbie and Ken as opposed to Barbie and Ken avatars, maybe, but...
True, yeah. They've just put Barbie and Ken in.
If you put that up, it creates that little sort of, oh, that's quite interesting. And what's that got to do with experimentation?
In a business article as well. Okay, that's cool.
So that's my conclusion. I had to do a bit of thinking to get, in the end, a good picture that I could use rather than just let AI do it all by itself. That wasn't so effective.
That's a great process, John. So we've got 4 options, all based on the article that you've written. But actually, if you want something that works well, you've got to think of that hook. You can use that with any AI generative tool and it will generate you a pretty compelling image. That's really good.
It is.
Can't wait till next time where we explore more ways you can get the most out of AI tools.
Neither can I, Pete. I'll see you next time.